They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Reynolds Razorback Stadium, home of the Arkansas Razorbacks. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Razorbacks will put toe to leather and we'll get started. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's dropped. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Leaves it with the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll try it again. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on 3rd down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
Takes it on the return. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week. And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch. And in this case, even catching the football, it was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Caught over the middle. It's Alexander. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And the Razorbacks will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Jackson gonna throw it. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here's the heat. Had to throw it before he wanted. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th. The Razorbacks will try to pin them back with the punt.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Rigby. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. The Cowboys come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Grabbed over the middle. It's Rigby. Brought down at the 27. It's a 5-yard pickup on the play.
Well, nice job there by the defender. He stayed right in the back pocket of that receiver, so as soon as he caught the ball on the slant, he was able to bring him to the ground.
Extending the play. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's blocked. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking for a huge play. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking to throw for it. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42.
I think a big part of the formula to this team's success is their ability to get after the quarterback. In game one, they had 6 sacks and obviously won that football game. They know coming into this one today, they have got to be able to get after the quarterback, and they're off to a great start.
Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. First play of this drive will start from the 31-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Grabbed behind the line, it's Brown. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5.
He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Jackson will throw. Got his man in the middle. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
And the Razorbacks with the 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking to buy time. And he'll just get rid of that one.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. 3rd and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
Punt is in the air. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. Rides the back on the option to give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the 1st half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Nice move to keep running. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
And the Cowboys line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it and be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield. They couldn't hook up.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Under fire. Got it in the middle. It's Platt. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. The Razorbacks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Jackson gonna throw it. Under fire. Lets it fly. Snagged in the middle. It's Anthony. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. They'll run the toss. And another broken tackle. Touchdown, Razorbacks! He would not be denied.
You become a really good football coach when you got guys like that you can hand it to. Look at him. Great tackles and shows you the speed to run away from the defense. Jesse, he is an absolute nightmare.
That's a great point, David. You don't have to scheme this guy up perfectly, which means you don't have to have everybody accounted for blocking because he'll make them miss or he'll break tackles. And then you're right. Once you get into the open field, it's not just physical running, but how about the ability to hit the Jets and take it the distance?
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. It's Brock. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. Did a nice job of it.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Oh, they're after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Keeps looking downfield. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. You're going, no, look out for your blind side. Watch out. But that great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job by the defense getting nasty.
Jackson will throw. Got his man quickly. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Line getting set on second down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Got it in the middle, it's Anthony. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Caught in the backfield, it's Anthony. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
And the Razorbacks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Can't make the connection, the pressure there caused the missed timing.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
The Razorbacks are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. Quick release by the QB. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. They'll immediately call timeout.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job.
Touchdown, Arkansas! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Give to the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield very late in the half. He lets one fly deep. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball, placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
Fires to the big fella. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off play action on first down. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Well, they worked the play action, and he had his guy outside one-on-one DICtion, who's going to be getting the football on this one. Phenomenal job stacking the defender on the route, who gets in behind him, able to make the catch way down the field, and then run it in for the touchdown.
Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
They'll give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Working the middle, it's complete. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
He'll do it himself. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Man, listen, we know this QB wants to take off. 4th down, go time, got to make a play. Defense locked in, dialed in, got to him, got him on the ground, didn't let him get to the sticks.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Trying to make magic with his feet. Turning it on. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Arkansas.
He doesn't need anything to do. He just makes it happen himself. Hey, I'm going to call a pass. You know, I'm going to throw the ball down the field. Oh, it's not open? Okay. I'm just going to pull it down, make it happen, take it to the house. What a scramble by the quarterback.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Penn State is currently trailing in this one, but there are more people in Beaver Stadium today than most American cities. The crowd alone can help turn this game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Washington.
He's going up top. Makes the grab on the left side. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And this 4 vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. Shut down and shut out in the first half, but finally this offense trying to put some... And the defense got him at the 27.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Cowboys now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Running back searching for a hole. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's going to run it. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
There's so many of these read plays with quarterbacks because they're so smart and they're so athletic now. He makes the correct read, the correct decision, goes and gets the first down. New set of downs. Great job by the quarterback.
Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Now facing a 3rd and long. On the move. Oh, he's got some space. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play, and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays, and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller's still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback, you're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Jackson gonna throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. Never a doubt. Now, there is a flag down on the play, but when you knock through a field goal from that distance and you're not going to get the first down, I think you just keep your points. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll start this drive with a pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen.
Breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
And I love when my That quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw, and pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
To the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Boyd. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Man, and that's one he probably wants back. And sometimes you underestimate the speed of your guy or how fast he gets out there. And you could tell just threw that a little bit too far. His receiver didn't have the jets to go catch up with that one.
Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Pulls it in. It's Rigby. He gets a little bit of work done. He goes out of bounds at the 42. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Sets up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Throws for the tight end. It's picked off, and that's number 10.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Toss sweep to the right. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that third down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back.
There he goes. Made a defender miss. How about that play on the ground? They get him out of bounds at the 34.
I bet that running back's eyes got so big when he gets that handoff going to the right and he sees the huge holes. Yes, please.
The defense just didn't flow quickly enough. All of the blockers had leverage on their men.
And that defensive line has to get off the ball a little bit better, get some penetration to stop that outside run.
And the Cowboys have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. They'll try the run. And the ball's free in the backfield. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left. It's complete. It's a seam wide open. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Looking to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the...
And they will score! Pistols firing, touchdown Cowboys! Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
He's got it. 2-point conversion is good. Just a couple of possessions down, so there is some hope. They march 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. They got on the ball, but I believe he touched it before it went 10 yards, and there is a flag on the field. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. The Cowboys will snap it on 1st and 10. The corners are walked up tight. Using his legs, it's Brock. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there, it didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out in the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game. Well, they try to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you've got to come up and do it. But the defense there, David, they bowed up and stopped them.
Did a great job. Listen, everybody knows what's coming. You know it's a quarterback sneak. It's still hard as heck to stop, but nice job by the defensive lineman. Get off the football. Don't allow them to go backwards. Don't push you backwards at all. And then what do you see with linebackers a lot of times? They come flying in there, making the stop. But a nice stop by this defense, expecting the quarterback sneak.
Here's a throw downfield late. Intercepted for the 11th time. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. A lot of real estate in front of them as the drive starts at their own 6. They go to the ground, and this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.